From the stylish 60s to the energetic 80s, retro helmets are trying to bring all that nostalgia back to the present. But do manufacturers sometimes bring a little too much of the past with them? That's what we set out to find on our road test. Sebastian from Champion Helmets here, and full-face retro helmets are definitely a growing, though still underserved market in the motorcycling world. Though this is not a new segment, and many other manufacturers have retro helmets out there, including AGV, and more recently Shoei and Arai, the main issue with the market is often manufacturers will go a little too far with the retro, and the helmet sacrifices some functionality for style, which is inevitable, though there is a balance there. So we've chosen our top 3 retro helmets, the AGV X3000, the Arai Concept-X, and the Shoei Glamster to take out on the road to see which one can balance form and function best. And here on the table we have the Shoei X0 here as an honorable mention. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe and check out the rest of our channel where we have plenty more reviews, comparisons, and road tests of the latest motorcycle helmets and gear. First off, let's start with the AGV X3000. Among the helmets here today, this is an older retro helmet since it came out about 3 years before Arai or Shoei, but certain versions do bear Ago's signature, which is a major feature. The shell of the X3000 is made of fiberglass and it comes in 3 shell sizes. Though it is Spartan, this does make it a remarkably light helmet at about 1,360 grams. For ventilation on the X3000, there is one vent in the forehead at the front that has a rubber stopper that you can remove and place in the helmet. The visor is not pinlock prepared, though it is anti-scratch treated. The liner is made of suede fabric and leather, and it is also removable and washable. Before we get to today's road test, just a quick reminder about our setup. On the left, we have a white monitor showing the helmet's internal temperature in degrees Celsius from a thermometer in the helmet's ABS channels. In the middle, we have a decibel meter for noise level on the helmet, measured from a microphone near our rider's ear. On the right of the bike is a telephone showing the day's airspeed on the bike through an anemometer mounted on the motorcycle. In the middle, we have our rider's average speed and the day's temperature. When we tested the AGV X3000 out, it was a very nice day with the day's airspeed ranging from about 105 to 115 kilometers per hour. For temperature, the day was about 25 degrees Celsius, while the X3000's internal temperature was actually about the same, also at 25. For noise, the X3000 also did about average with around 102 decibels inside of the helmet. Overall, the AGV X3000 does alright for ranking, though there was one area by far where the helmet could have picked up a few extra stars. For material, the X3000 earns 4 stars with its multiple shell sizes and quality shell material. For weight as well, this was a light helmet, so that's another 5 stars. However, since the visor is neither pinlock prepared, nor is there any insert in the box, the X3000 could only earn 2 stars for this category. This is a large point for improvement on this helmet. For ventilation, the X3000 came back again with 4 stars since it ventilated very effectively. For noise, the X3000 earns another 3 stars. And lastly, for comfort, with its suede-like interior, the X3000 was very comfortable, earning itself 4 stars. This brings the X3000 to a total of 3.5 stars at 17 euros per star. So, even though the visor doesn't come with pinlock, the helmet overperforms for its price compared to our other helmets in today's lineup. Next up, we've got the Arai Concept-X. This is a much more recent retro helmet than the AGV, and the time definitely shows since the Concept-X does come with a bit more practicality to it. The outer shell is made of Arai's superfiber laminate construction to create a very rigid and round shell to improve its impact performance. The Concept-X also comes in weighing at about 1,506 grams in a size M, which is about average for a full-face helmet, but standard for Arai's heavier helmets. For ventilation, the Concept-X has 6 chin vents made adjustable by a switch on the inside, and then there are the 2 classic Arai forehead vents and 2 exhausts out the back. The liner is removable, washable, antibacterial, and it has emergency release cheek pads, and there is also space for a communication system. When we tested the Concept-X out, the weather was a cool and windy day, and the airspeed ranged from about 120 to 140 kilometers per hour. The day's exterior temperature was about 9 degrees Celsius, and the helmet's internal temperature was around 16 degrees. So, that's a 7-degree difference, which is quite large. For noise, we measured about 106 decibels, which is also on the noisier end of the spectrum. Overall, the Concept-X ranks well, as is to be expected with an Arai helmet. For material, with its super fiber complex laminate construction and 3 shell sizes, this helmet earns 4 stars. With its weight of about 1,500 grams, the Concept-X also does well to earn another 3 stars. Since the visor is pinlock prepared and the insert is in the box, the helmet gets another 4. Unfortunately for noise, the helmet did a little bit worse, earning 1 star, and for ventilation, the Concept X earns 1 star as well. Lastly, for comfort, the helmet came back again with its 3.5 stars for comfort. Overall, this means the Arai Concept X earned 3 stars at €31 per star. Lastly, we come to the Shoei Glamster. This is the most recent helmet here, being only a few months younger than the Concept X, but it still made it to our top 3. The shell of the Shoei Glamster is made of Shoei's advanced integrated matrix, AIM material, and it comes in 3 shell sizes. For weight, the Glamster also comes in at a lightweight 1200 grams in a size M. For ventilation, there are 4 chin vents covered with metal mesh and a large sliding vent in the forehead to let air into the helmet. The visor of the Glamster is pinlock prepared with the anti-fog lens included in the box. Finally, the liner is removable, washable, antibacterial, and has emergency release cheek pads. When we tested the Glamster out, it was another windy day, and the day's airspeed was about 120 to 140 kilometers per hour. The day's temperature was about 9 degrees Celsius, and over time we found the helmet's internal temperature to be about 11 degrees, so that's a difference of 2 degrees. For noise, the Glamster was also fairly quiet, with about 102 decibels. Now, let's see how many stars the Glamster earned. For the material category with its AIM shell and 3 shell sizes, the Glamster earns 4 stars. For weight, the Glamster also did well with another 5 stars for its excellent 1,186 grams. The visor of the Glamster is also pinlock prepared with the insert lens in the box, so that's another 4. For ventilation, the Glamster had a 2-degree difference, so that's another 3 stars, while for noise, the Glamster earns another 3. Lastly, for comfort, the Glamster earns a decent 3 stars for its 3D liner. Overall, this means the Glamster earns 3.5 stars, and each star will be coming in at about €23 per star, which is also very budget friendly. With all 3 helmets all together now, it's clear that the X3000 and the Glamster have come out on top. Where the X3000 is offering great comfort and ventilation, the Glamster is offering a more aggressive style and a more high-level visor. Additionally, the AGV helmet has a much lower price and value for money, making it another great value for money helmet. Though the Arai did score a bit lower than the 2, it was only by half a star, and it still comes with all the modern safety features that have made Arai so well respected. So, to declare a winner for the best retro helmet, we'd honestly have to declare it a tie between the Shoei Glamster and the AGV X3000. Both helmets really complement each other's weaknesses, and both come out on top for their own reasons. And while the Shoei and the Arai are more advanced in terms of their younger age and features, the AGV still did some things right. If you'd like to go for the Shoei Glamster, AGV X3000, or the Arai Concept-X, be sure to head to championhelmets.com, where we have a lowest price guarantee and bundle deals, including a free additional visor for each one. While retro helmets do tend to go a bit Spartan by going for style over features, we do see a change here from the X3000 to the Glamster and the Concept-X, which are offering more advanced helmets at a similar price range. At this rate, it'll definitely be an interesting market segment to watch for in the coming months. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and let us know your thoughts down below. I'm Sebastian from Champion Helmets, and thanks for watching.